Yo, what up? It's your boy Doctor, aka ONJJ Stone. I hate She-Hulk, and I'm not a man baby. I'm not a bro hater. I'm not a anything. I wish my daughter was sitting here with me, but she won't watch the show anymore. She has bailed on me, and the last two episodes have actually been the better episodes to me, and she she wants nothing to do with it. And it's sad that the episodes are better because there's more Jen than Hulk, and I understand the issues of CGI, but man, just wasting her walking around fake lawyering is just embarrassing, and it's bad. It's bad television. So let me just go real quick and show you how much they think of the show. This is how they start out the preview beginning.
I'm not gonna be a superhero.
What else you gonna do as a Hulk?
Work, 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 let's work, work, work. Give it all you got.
Let's work.
Previously on my show.
That's literally the season so far. Absolutely nothing and trash things. And I love twerking as much as anybody else, and I thought it was amusing. And there's things that I find amusing in the show, but not enough to care, not enough that it matters. And then you say, well, why are you making a video about it if you don't care and it doesn't matter? Because I'm a Marvel junkie like most people, and I've got to watch all the trash to get to Secret Wars so I can see who's fitting in with who and what goes with where. And in case there's some kind of secret or not, you know why I have to watch it. The same reason you watch it, even though it's trash. You hate watching it, not because you don't like women, because it's bad. It brings up very important topics for women, and it doesn't explore them very well. It just notes on them, so you're just sitting there feeling bad about things, and not just bashing men per se, also bashing women's insecurities and things that they do wrong. So it's fair in that assessment, because no one's perfect, male or female, but this show is just missing on so many notes, and it shows that the director and the writers said they didn't read the comic book. They don't read comic books. They're not into comics, and I get it. So, you're going to get this fresh perspective, but it is a comic. When you sit there and you say you don't want to have everything be high stakes and drama and all those kind of things, that's what the source material is about. And yes, we can have fun. The episode with Daredevil, which is the only reason people have been hanging around, is waiting for this episode. There was fun banter, and I hope to God they don't screw up Daredevil and what Netflix did to create and bring that whole New York world to life with the grit and the raw and the real. So this episode, there's the banter back and forth. I have no problem with it. I actually find it amusing. But what I don't find super amusing is that she was touted in the very first episode to be this amazing genius lawyer, and she's not. She doesn't talk to her clients. She doesn't understand what's going on. And again, spoiler for spoilers, I already told you that Daredevil's in this episode, but Daredevil comes in and mops the floor with her in like 30 seconds because she didn't talk to her client and she didn't know what was going on. Now, again, clients could hide things from you, but it seems like a reasonable question that you would ask that she got doused with in the first like 15 seconds. And she's just not a good lawyer, but I thought she was a good lawyer. So even that part of the show, even when she was defending herself, it took her too long to get to the point of figuring out her own kind of defense. I don't know. When you're a lawyer and you have lawyers, if you've ever had a lawyer, I have, they do discovery, they ask a whole bunch of questions. And again, you got to be honest and truthful. But Murdoch comes in here, mops the floor with her, and then they go and they have they meet at the bar, they have a drink. The chemistry between them is good. You know why? Because it's Daredevil, Matt Murdock. My boy be out here getting it from these ladies with his blind man routine, heart checking, status dish and stuff he got going on. He is a smooth criminal when it comes to the ladies. So obviously, again, spoilers, they end up hooking up and going to bed. He does the walk of shame, which I thought was very amusing because he walks out in the broad daylight and, he's a devil walking down the street, holding his shoes, turning the tails on women doing the walk of shame. I appreciate that. I find that amusing because, again, ha, 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 it's amusing. But also, they go into a fight scene. Let me stop playing this before I get demonetized. They go into a fight scene, and what happens? She's out here destroying and wrecking everything, which, again, superheroes do. Collateral damage, I get it. I get collateral damage. I fully understand. But Daredevil was like, first time to store in the parking lot. She's like, oh, yeah, I'll leave a note. She was doing stuff she didn't need to do. She could have just hopped around and whatever. But again, You gotta have the banter. You gotta have the back and forth. The suit, which we finally get to see her in fully, looks like the same suit from Endgame, just with purple on it. Like you made this such a big deal about making this suit, so you took the shorts that you made for Banner. Actually, Banner was wearing a full suit, so you made the full suit for Banner. Instead of it being reddish, you put purple on it. Whoop-de-doo. This is what I've been waiting for. Yay, Skippy. Again, they have banter back and forth as her being Jen, and I almost wish it was like reverse kind of thing. I wish she got her powers at the end or something, or like the last 3 episodes and she didn't have her powers, but like she couldn't control them. Maybe something was going on where I didn't have to worry so much about the Hulkness of it, because other than cameos, the storyline is just trash. The conversation, the point, what's the point? Where are we going? We have 1 episode left. And I just don't like it. But again, this episode was pretty good. And why is it pretty good? Wongers, cameos. That's why it's pretty good, because of the cameos. And again, I like the fact that they get it on, they hook up, whatever. You know, he's trying to tell her he does stuff. She doesn't even know who he is. She's like, Daredevil who? And then she goes in and Hulk smashes and does her thing. And I get it. I do. And I understand it. And I guess I care. By the way, you're in the dark. You see Daredevil in the hallway, get out the hallway, turn the light on, run. Just leave. You're a goon. There's no way they pay you enough to deal with this man. There's no way they pay you enough to deal with this man. And of course, like I said, it's a funny running joke between the two of them about how much time it takes to be stealthy. And then I want to pause it right after you get to see, again, a spoiler, Hulk smash. Oh man, she's a killer. And then when she walks in the room and half the guys run out, that was realistic. That was fun. That was cute. This episode was really good. But why was it good? Because Daredevil's in it and he's carrying most of the weight. And maybe that's what the show should have been about the whole time. Just straight cameos every single episode. Her doing law for better characters and the whole trying to steal her blood, her DNA, which they still didn't do. In the end of this episode, they just have her act like the episode is going to end, but it didn't, and she breaks the 4th wall. But her girlfriend comes over and says, we got to do your hair and makeup, you've got the gala tonight. And I'm like, what hair, what makeup? Every time she turns into She-Hulk, her hair and makeup was already done. So of course she shows up in She-Hulk, and I'm like, what are we doing? Like, little things like that just seem so dumb to me. Like, what are we doing? She morphs into the perfect freaking girl every time. She doesn't need your makeup or anything. She looks great. Her hair is fantastic every time, no matter what. Matter of fact, you want to do her hair, do it for work, because she puts it up in a bun as She-Hulk. But I'm like, why do I care? Why? Because I do my daughter's hair. I've done my daughter's hair my whole life on and off. You know what I mean? Like I'm a girl dad. I know, like I said, I'm not hating on women. It's not a woman hate thing. It's just this show is just so inconsistent. And then when she finally gets actually mad and hulks out and can't control herself, even though her friend and her family told her to calm down, because, you know, she never went through any training, even though she knows how to do all the Hulk moves, she doesn't know how to control herself when she actually gets mad. Great to see that end the episode. It's just one more left to go, and it's just something inside the MCU universe. I don't know. Do you like this show? Do you not like this show? Tell me. I don't know. I try to point out the good things, but it's just such a bad show. I don't know if it's as bad as like the 2 ratings or Rotten Tomatoes or whatever the numbers are, because I know there are a lot of people out there just hating it just to hate it. And I try to point out the good things, but I can't even get my daughter to watch it anymore. And she's just like, the writing is so bad. The storylines are so bad. And, you know, we just walk around the house every once in a while saying wongers, and that's about it. And that's as much memorable as this season of She-Hulk is going to be. Hopefully she's got a bigger part to play in the MCU, and she gets to Hulk smash things and figure out what she wants to do. And maybe she becomes a better lawyer and gets smarter. I don't know. I'm your boy, Owen JJ Stone, aka Doctor. I can't show you the love making scene because, you know, Disney, they don't show you that either. But it's good to know that they got it in. At least they got it in. And, yeah, I'm out. Like, share, subscribe, whatever the things they tell you to do or don't do. Just don't call me a man baby hater for not liking it. Tell me if you like it. And if you do like it, explain to me why. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's something I'm missing. But I don't think so. They shut this thing down to do reshoots. It's not just me. It's not just me. I'm out.